Hello and welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new. Hi, my name is Amy. It is lovely to meet you. On this channel I post about frugal living and feeding your family on a budget. So if you haven't already and you like that kind of thing, I'd love it if you would subscribe if you want to stick around and see more from me. So in today's video I'm going to share 4 of my air fryer snack recipes. Now whether you can actually call them recipes or not I think is touchy subject. I'd say probably not. They are so incredibly simple and easy. You can do them, you don't have to do them in an air fryer. You can do them in an oven or in a deep fat fryer with some of them, and I always use my air fryer. I get an awful lot of use out of my air fryer. I use it basically every day because our oven is very large, so from an economical point of view it makes much more sense. So using my air fryer is another way that I can keep costs down in the kitchen, which equally helps keep the food overall cost of feeding us down as well. At the moment the girls are homeschooling, which means I do not go 5 minutes without a mummy, I need a snack. So these are the top 4 things that I try and keep around so that I can just pass them out as and when they're needed. They are all healthy and, well, apart from the last one, depends what you put it with, but they are all really easy, healthy snacks that you can do very, very quickly, and they also store really well, so you can make a batch of them and then just have them ready to go when you need them. So without further ado, let's get on with it. So this first one I do not think should even be called a recipe. All you need to do is pop your popcorn kernels into your air fryer. You may find the very occasional one goes through the holes, but this really doesn't happen very often to me, so I don't tend to worry about it. I set it to 200 degrees centigrade for 10 minutes, but you do need to stay with it. You can hear when it's popping and when it stops. So when it stops popping, you can just open it up and your popcorn is done. We then add sugar or cinnamon or some salt to the top, and then your snack is ready to go. These chickpea crisps are great. You can put any flavourings you like with them. So it's just a tin of drained chickpeas. I do tend to use a little bit of oil, so I just use a spoon of oil on them. And today I'm using smoked paprika and a little bit of mild chili powder even. So you can just put anything you like on them though. Salt and pepper work really nicely, soda, herbs. You could even try a sweet version maybe if you want to. Just be careful on the amount of sugar you put into the air fryer because you don't want it to burn. Once you've put whatever flavourings onto it though that you want, just give it a really, really thorough mix around, and then you can pop them straight into your air fryer. Then set your temperature to 160 for 20 minutes and let them start cooking. Halfway through your cooking time, check them and give them a shake about to make sure they're not stuck. And at this point, turn the temperature up to 200 degrees centigrade. This just allows them to really crisp up. They will be really, really hot when they finish, but they are so, so delicious and so Moorish. I use this as a bit of a zero waste recipe. I use vegetable peelings for this. They are so crispy and beautiful if you do them that way, but you can also use thinly sliced vegetables. So just pop in a tiny bit of oil. Again, I use a spoon of oil, and then I'm putting salt and pepper on these today, but you can use any flavourings you like with them. Give them a really, really thorough mix around, and then you can pop them straight into your air fryer. If you do have one of the larger square air fryers, you may well be able to get these out as one layer, but I do find in mine, because I don't have the space, I do just pop them all in and they do still cook really nicely. You just have to make sure that you move them around halfway through cooking. And then just pop them into the air fryer on 180 for around about 12 minutes. Just halfway through, give them a mix about, make sure they're not sticking, and this just allows them to cook evenly. And when they come out, they are just so crispy and delicious. These will also store really nicely as long as you keep them in an airtight container. So the final recipe Olivia is helping me with today, we are making a 2-ingredient dough, and we're making what we generally refer to as donuts. So it's 300 grams of self-raising flour and 150 grams of yogurt. Any yogurt you like works well for this. I'm using natural yogurt this time, but we quite often use Greek yogurt. You can use flavoured yogurts as well. It just depends on what you're using the dough for. You can also add flavourings to the dough. Cinnamon works really nicely with these, and you can pop a little bit of sugar in. We're doing them just as a plain dough today though. You just want to mix them together and start to form a dough. If you find that it's a bit too wet, you can just add a little bit more flour, and if it's a bit too dry, just add a little bit more yogurt and then mix it into a large ball of dough. Once you've got it nice and smooth, you can then shape it into whatever shape you like. Olivia is doing small little dough balls today. She's then just going to coat them with a layer of beaten egg, and we're going to pop them straight into the air fryer. When you put them in, do make sure you leave a little bit of space in between each one, as they will rise while they're cooking. And then in my air fryer, I cook them on 140 for just over 10 minutes. Halfway through, just give them a little shake about again, just to make sure that they're not getting stuck. We're just topping ours with a chocolate sauce today, which is simply icing sugar, some cocoa powder and some water. I'll leave all the quantities down below. The girls absolutely love these, and they're so quick and easy to do. The dough as well is really forgiving, so you can make all sorts of things, both savoury and sweet with it, and it does cook very, very well in the air fryer. They come out really light and fluffy. So I hope you enjoyed that and found some use in there somewhere. Like I said, they're not really recipes, they're very, very sort of simple snacks that you can do. You can also do them out of the air fryer. Like I said earlier, you don't need to be using an air fryer, that's just how I do them. The vegetable peelings, when you're making dinner and things like that, just keep your vegetable peelings in some cold water, pop them in the fridge, and then they're ready to use whenever you want to do them. So you don't, this is not something that you have to go and peel vegetables for. It's something that I just keep them until I'm ready to use them. So if you've liked that video, please give me a thumbs up. I would love to hear if you are going to try any of these, or if you have tried them, whether they were successful for you, down below. I will link the air fryer that I have down below. Mine is quite a small one. It was a very budget friendly one. I will link the air fryer down below that I use. It is a Tower air fryer, and it's a very economical one. If I were to buy another one now, I do think I would go slightly larger, but that is, when I bought the air fryer, I wasn't expecting to get quite as much use out of it as I do. The air fryer that I've got works, it does work for us as a family, but like I say, I maybe would have gone for one slightly bigger if I were buying one knowing what I know now, but I will pop it in the description below. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!